take care of your mental health, but do you need to spend so much money to take on a mental health trip? Like,
I think it depends.
It depends.
I would
like,
argue that.
But wait. What I'm saying is that if you are owing people money and you know what I mean? I'm not talking about general people like us. Talking about people who are not financially savvy. It's like, come on. You owe people money, you owe me money, and then you go overseas. What does that tell me about you? Where is your priority? You get what I mean?
Right.
That's what I mean.
What if the person tells you, I need to take a mental break, and then he goes for a trip?
Then I will destroy that belief.
Okay.
Like, you want a mental break? Yeah. You live in Singapore, there's many places that you can go, that's quiet. If you want to go staycation, sure.
It's a lot cheaper than going overseas, right?
Or you just, for me, it's just, I always like to go basics principle. Like, why do you need this mental break?
Right.
It's like, is it just because you want a quiet place? If you just want a quiet place, find a quiet place that is in Singapore. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you opposed to the whole idea of just traveling when you are, say, owing money, or what if the person is responsible enough to say that okay, I need a mental break. I did the analysis between going overseas and staying in Singapore for a staycation, and going overseas is a lot cheaper. Would that give you more assurance that
I would say, like, for me, it number one depends on the habit of the person.
Okay.
If he or she is very like consistent on what he or she promises, like for example, he or she has already returned me back money, and then there's a recent time where he or she say, hey, like I borrowed money, but I can't pay you now, but at the same time I have a lot of things in my mind and I really need a break. Now I'll trust, because okay, it's a one-off thing. It's like I'm happy. But if that person has continually not paid or don't care about
again, it boils down to how the person interacts
exactly
with you.
Yes.
Right, okay.
And if it's a very trustable person, like, sure, like, I want to support you, like I want to support someone who's trustworthy than non-trustworthy. You get what I mean? Yeah. Someone who's not trustworthy, go for a mental break. That's like, dude, come on. It's like, everyone has worse situation than you, owe more money than you, but have their priorities better than you. You get what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, you can't say this kind of shit, right? Get your shit together. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, personal finance is not something that is taught in school.
I agree.
Right. Which is also very difficult. Especially, it's a very difficult lesson for people to learn, and most people, like myself, learn it through, hard knocks in life.
Hardships, yeah.
Yes, hardships in life, and then you realize that I actually can be prudent with my money today, right? And which will help me be more savvy and more prepared in the future. Yeah. So I don't really blame people for being financially irresponsible, especially if they have never even heard the concept or been around people who don't have such good money habits or a relationship with money. But I do have accounts with people who do know about it, but still, just carelessly spend and whatnot. Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to know about financial literacy or financial knowledge, because the simplest is, I don't have money in the bank, I owe people money. What's my priority? That's it lah. Like, if you don't have the priorities straight, then there's something wrong with your priorities. It's actually just priorities lah. Like, yeah. So for me, it's like, when you say it's not your fault, it's like, that's an excuse lah. Like, it's not your fault not knowing financials. Like, number one, you have internet. If you're living in Singapore, you have internet. You have, I think, pretty good government support in terms of how they trying to teach you about financial literacy. Yes, I understand that in schools, they don't really teach you financial literacy. I do understand that, but you can literally have a phone, search, how can I be richer? And then it literally will give you all the results.